It is not just about what is fashionable this season. It is a step towards a more sustainable future. A future of inclusiveness and equal opportunity. It is a story of design from the grassroots to the big stage. This is the launch of Silai, a brand created with intense passion and a melange of collaborations. The past few months have seen rigorous training sessions and sleepless production schedules. But what shines through it all is the grit and dedication that these women brought to the project.
One article came out that said that these women walk the ramp with more confidence than any showstopper. That's India. So it's never been surprising to me. It's surprising to most other people because they just haven't seen it. You know, we can provide all the skills, we can provide all the input. The real thing is curiosity to learn. Then skilling is an endless job. And the people in rural areas, I find, are much more capable of learning very quickly. You know, therefore they can learn a lot more very quickly also, but they're not used to the sort of quality that high street fashion needs. So then this is where the fashion designers also come in, aside from their lovely designs, is how to ensure that these women can get trained to the level that they would expect.
It was about 3 years ago when I was traveling with a team from Usha International to visit the Silai schools in Bhuj. Okay. And when I was there, I was amazed with the kind of Kutch embroidery and the things that the women were producing, you know. So obviously I got tempted to pick up some stuff for myself. So when I came back and I wore the stuff, my friends were really amazed at the kind of work that had happened and the kind of stuff that the women had created, that I was, you know, inundated with orders from them. So at that point in time, we didn't really have a model where we could go back to the Silai women and ask them to create garments. So the team went back to the women and got them to create, you know, lehengas and clothes for what my friends wanted to buy. And this was without any design intervention. This was the imagination of the women. They created the most exquisite garments.
We set up Silai schools over the last 5-6 years, which is based on what we've been doing. And a lot of what we do is actually based on things that we heard that other people have done. About 20-25 years ago, I read a story where a lady in Rajasthan, you know, the way they do the houses, the doors of their houses, she'd done some patterns. And I think Hermes, one of their buyers, was going around and he saw this pattern. And he wanted to use it on his ties, and he did, and sent her a check for 5 lakhs. 25 years ago, you know. So it really makes you realize that after skilling, what we are doing with the women is skilling, which is basic skilling. And then the thought arises that if they're making something, why not make it to the highest level? This idea of Fashion Week came because we're trying to create inspiration. When the women learn how much they'll earn per garment, you'll see that in rural India they have the ability to self-organize once they understand what can be done. If you're earning 100 rupees per garment, you do one thing. If you're earning 1,000 rupees per garment, you do something else. So we'll see the self-organizing kind of principle, and when, you know, within 2 weeks, so many inquiries from other fashion labels, because can we use your network? And I said, it's not our network, it's them. You know, you connect with them. You go through the quality, you go through the training, we'll give you the platform. So it creates what hopefully is a revolution.
I think it's important for the growth of the textile sector. We the textile sector is actually the second largest employer of people across the country after agriculture. And a significant part of that employment actually rests in the rural sector right now. And unless you do activities where we are having conversations at the top of the pyramid, it would never really percolate down to a larger cross section. And we hope to take these narratives and, you know, with the amplification of the Lakme Fashion Week, actually reach out to a larger set of people, which would lead to significant development in the sector.
Apart from becoming a part of a global fashion network, there were many things that were for these ladies. Coming to a city like Mumbai itself was a dream. And the cherry on the cake being 35,000 feet above the ground.
घर से निकले तब डर रहे थे, रात को नींद भी नहीं आई थी, कैसे बैठेंगे, कैसे जाएंगे, पहला मौका मिला है और बहुत खुश थे। काफ़ी दिनों से अपन को उषा कंपनी से इतना अच्छा मौका मिला है, जो आज अपन चील गाड़ी में बैठ रहे हैं, बॉम्बे जा रहे हैं, तो बहुत खुश हो रहे थे। बैठे तब उस टाइम थोड़ा सा चक्कर आया, हल्का सा, तो डर गए थे। फिर उड़ने के बाद तो पता ही नहीं चला कब सफ़र हो गया।
पहली बार आया तो हमको बहुत अच्छा लगा और हमको यहाँ नया नया देखने मिला और बहुत मज़ा आया।
நாங்கள் இதுவரைக்கும் நாங்கள் ஃப்ளைட்டில் வந்ததே இல்லை, இப்போ தான் ஃபஸ்ட் டைம் வந்து உஷா கம்பெனி எங்களை செலக்ட் பண்ணும்போதாவே நாங்கள் ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக தான் கிளம்பி வந்தோம். இப்போ இது வரைக்குமே எங்களால் வந்ததை நினச்சி கூட பார்க்க முடியல, ஃபஸ்ட் டைம் வந்ததால் ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருக்குது. லாக்மி ஃபேஷன் வீக்குக்காக நாங்கள் இங்கே வந்திருக்கோம். இது சாதாரணமாக எல்லாரும் இதில் வர முடியாது।
দারুণ লাগছে, প্রথমবার বোম্বে এসে দারুণ এক্সপেরিমেন্ট হচ্ছে। কারণ আমরা থাকি ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গলের দক্ষিণ চব্বিশ পরগনা জেলা, একটা রুরাল এরিয়ার মধ্যে থাকি। সেখান থেকে এই উষা সেলাই স্কুল চালিয়ে এত সুন্দর একটা জায়গা অ্যাচিভ করতে পারবো সত্যি আশা করিনি। আর বিশেষ করে এই ফ্লাইটে আসা, বোম্বেতে আসা, একদম দারুণ দারুণ এক্সাইটমেন্ট আমাদের মধ্যে।